Go on time. Alrighty. Welcome to the HART public hearing on the Route 48. And before we begin, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
If anybody in here kneels, I'm gonna hit him.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. The purpose of this public hearing is to solicit and receive public input concerning the new Route 48 to the HART system for July 1, 2018. I am Steve Fagenbaum. I'm the Director of Service Development for HART, and I will be the person conducting the meeting tonight. With us also are HART staff members Carla Williams and Chris Cochran, and we hope to have one other staff member here before our time is up. Public input is a critical part of service development at HART. A summary of the verbal and written comments received on this service change will be provided to the HART Board of Directors for review. The HART Board of Directors will consider the final proposed new route 48 at the June 4, 2018 board meeting. During this meeting, those who wish to provide comments will be called in the order in which they have signed up on the sign-in sheet and need not stay for the duration of the meeting after providing their comment. This meeting is being recorded. To help the meeting proceed efficiently, all public comments are limited to 3 minutes, and you may speak only once. At the end of the 3 minutes, I will allow you to finish your sentence and ask the next speaker to come up. At about 15 seconds before the 3 minutes is up, we'll give you a high sign or say something. Please review the general rules for public comment prior to making your public statement. Remember, we ask that you conduct yourself in a respectful manner. If you wish to provide your comments in a written format, comment cards are available at the sign-in table, and these will be considered equally along with verbal comments. Information and maps about the new route is available at the sign-in table, and HART staff is available to discuss any route or schedule, and that'd be towards the back of the room. The structure of this meeting is for the purpose of facilitating the opportunity for all persons to be heard in an orderly manner and is not in any way intended to suggest that this is a proceeding subject to and required to be in compliance with the Florida Administrative Procedures Act. I will now open the public comment portion of this meeting to receive public comments concerning the proposed new Route 48. The time is 5:03 p.m. I will call the speakers up in order that they signed in. But before that, I will acknowledge that we had one written statement that came in. Unless that person's here, is there Mr. Rogers here?
I got the list right here.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and acknowledge that we have a statement from Justin Rogers. And also we have a petition from Ms. Nagel, and those all both become part of this public record. Okay, and our first up.
The first person that we have was Charles Loeb.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on it and go ahead and go and beat the rain, because I think I had what I wanted to say. I think it worked okay. So good luck with your meeting, and just maybe say a little all the time.
Thank you.
There is one thing, you said they had some information about this new route that I could take home or something like that. Is that over?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, he said that.
Oh, I did, but I thought we had some,
We didn't bring
but-
any maps. They didn't
I
have
think, was
any
Philip
maps.
bringing any?
I'll get the idea anyway.
Well,
Okay, thank you.
If you have your address and
if you-
everything on the
Yeah.
sign-in sheet,
Well-
we'll make sure you get it.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you very much.
We'll send it out to you. Sorry about that.
And next we have, Michelle Slate.
Okay. So I just say what I'd like and all that kind of stuff?
You have 3 minutes.
I want bus 6 back.
Next, we have, Ms. Nagel,
I said I want bus
Yes.
6 back. That's short and sweet, that's exactly what I want.
Sarajo Nagel.
Good evening, everyone. I just suggested for change in 48 route, in the sense, previously number 6 route used to go on a 50th Street opposite to USF from Perkin to USF area. Now that is discontinued last year, and the entire community over there, which are all retired people, old people, low income people.
Disabled veterans.
Yes, veterans, thank you. We do not have, up till now, we were using hyperlink, $1. Now that is also going to discontinue. So the new 48 route, I just talked to Mr. Stew, which is now suggested to go like a straight on a Fowler, where USF area, there is no community opposite to Mosey, and then go straight and go to UTC. Absolutely, it is USF area which is closed now. So nobody is going to use that route. Instead of that, if it takes the turn on 50th Street, 50, the entire community will get the benefit and then go to Fletcher and go to UTC. That was my suggestion, which I have given petition also. All the residents have given the petition, signed petition. Thank you. I know, I hope HART will consider that very seriously. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we have Ms. Lenora Stark.
Do I have to come up there or can I?
Yeah, to get it into the record, it needs to pick it up in the microphone, or I, see if I
I
could,
just said, give me.
if there was enough cord to bring it to you. I don't think so.
I said, please give me aisle 6.
I'll tell you, go ahead and, I'll bring the microphone over as far as I can, and you can, oh, okay.
I just wanted to say that I live in Nantucket Bay Apartments, which is a senior community. There's disabled veterans there. Myself, I'm disabled, and I volunteer. I'm not a veteran though, but I'm very devoted, and this is my 14th year volunteering at the VA. Without a bus route going by, we were very blessed. I was that we got to keep the HART Plus for the time that we have it. But Sunday, which is one of my main volunteer days at the VA, is really hard because I have to use the yellow cab, and frankly, it's been very hard. Yellow cab drivers do not want to drive HART Plus people. I was left twice by one driver when I had, when I was supposed to go to the VA. He saw my voucher and he just pulled off and left me. He said, I don't drive HART Plus people. But anyway, it's been really rough, and I'm thrilled that we're gonna have the 48 for my neighbors and myself, and to be able to have 7 days a week, and I can go to the VA on the HART Plus and not have to go through those yellow cab drivers. Well, I'm just thrilled. My neighbors are thrilled. They're not here, but it's not easy for us to get out in the storm. But, my community is very happy that, to have the 48. And 7 days a week would be glorious for us. And we just want to say thank you. It's the answer to a prayer.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
Thank you
Next,
for
we have
helping us.
Susanna Norby.
My name is Suzanne. I live at Lamplighter Trailer Park, which is at the corner of Davis and Morrisbridge Road. The link has been horrible out in our area. I've missed more doctor's appointments. I have one other thing I want to comment on is customer service. Number of people have called customer service for HART and been told there's no new route being scheduled. They don't know who to refer us to. They asked, I have about 5 people tell me they asked about these meetings. They told us there were no meetings. That's why you're probably not having a lot of people at these meetings. Customer service don't seem to know anything about the meetings or the route. Yeah,
into that
it's-
before we ran into that same problem.
We've had that problem before. Other than that, we really need to have the bus out there. Like Nora said, there's a lot of us veterans out there. There's a lot of elderly people. And without, I can't afford $20 to take a taxi up to the VA hospital when the link won't show up. Sorry, that's all I got to say.
Thank you very much.
We want the 48.
We definitely want the 48. I'm gonna
We
say
I
have-
want the 48 to go down 50th Street.
William Vinoski.
I'm a Temple Terrace resident. On the 48, I believe that we should be doing it weekdays plus Saturday, honestly. I don't think Sunday will have enough merit. I'm also a bus driver for HART, so I'm just saying how it is. But I believe weekday plus Saturday, based on everything you gotta understand about expenses and everything, that's probably the best call. Other than that, that's basically what I think about the 48, basically the L57. Thank you.
So you don't think it should
Do
be
you
on
ride
Saturday?
the bus yourself?
I have ridden the bus before, yes,
It's not
thinks
very
it should be
nice for
Monday
people who
through
wanna go to
Saturday.
church on Sunday and not be able to go.
Next-
Especially
next
senior
stop is-
citizens.
Tamara Beckwith.
No, it's always about.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tamar Vasquez. I'm supporting Lamplighter on the River located on Morris Bridge Road and Fowler. I have witnessed children going down the highway because they're trying to get to 56th Street to catch a bus. It heartens me, makes my heart really sore, and I'm driving scared seeing these children walk down the highway every day. I'm so happy that you guys have decided to bring the route back. I'm also disabled. I have a titanium rod in my leg to get to the grocery store. It's very difficult to me to walk because I get tired walking halfway. I'm also a heart patient, and I am just very ecstatic that I saw this meeting and I came. Thanks for listening, and I hope we keep this route going.
Thank you. Sonia Crom.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Sonia Crum, and when I read in the paper that you would have this route, I was ecstatic. We were going, a colleague and I were going to a class and it ended at 9 o'clock. And when she said, she lived right in the heart of Temple Terrace, she said she have to walk down the street in the dark all around those curves. I just shook my head. So when I saw this, I was very, very happy. So I'm glad Heartline saw the need for it because I think she's still catching the bus. And I just couldn't believe it. I say, with Tampa being the city the size of it was, she shouldn't have had to walk from 1 mile to 2 miles once she got off by Winn-Dixie. Went down, around the curve and all that. And the reason why I know this because one of our classmates gave us a ride home and she brought her home first. And I said, she had to walk like that. So by the time we got out of class, it was 9 o'clock. And we caught the transfer 6 at Net Park. So we'll be catching the bus around 10 o'clock. So I guess she got off at Winn-Dixie around 10:15, 10:20. So I want to thank Heartline for, I didn't know it was here before, but for bringing it back. I know it's a need for it.
Thank you. Last, we have Nancy Johnson.
Go Nancy.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I too also am a resident of Temple Terrace, and it broke my heart one day. And I don't usually come out, but I'm retired. I seen this young girl walking with her baby on faculty, and I have a car, and I can drive. But say, God have told me, speak up. And I've seen young people, and I seen this guy on a wheelchair had to walk from Morrisburg all the way to Fletcher. And I just had to say something. I want to applaud those that's here and the workers of Heartline. Thank you for bringing this bus back because I'm new in the area. And when I see people riding the bus in such a nice area, this is such a nice area, I know it's well needed. If they're riding the bus and area, cause I come from, I'm not gonna go into details, but if they're riding a bus, it's well needed. And I wanna say thank you all for bringing it back, cause it just burdened my heart. I had to come and say something. I don't speak, I'm not a speaker, but I had to come and say something. Thank you all, cause it just broke, cause I go out and I'm like, I volunteer to different places and I see these young people and I see these guys and they just walking so far. And I thank you all for what you all done. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? But I think we've covered everybody who's in the room right now. So, with that, okay, are there, I have to say this again. Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed Route 48? Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Have to do that 3 times. Okay. All right. Okay. Seeing no speakers, this hearing is recessed and will commence again when speakers present themselves. The time is 5:16. And we are recessed. Okay, we're ready? Okay. We are reconvening the public hearing on Route 48. It is May 22nd, 2008, and the time is 6:34. Sir, do you wish to make a comment regarding the proposed Route 98?
Yes, I do, Steve.
Okay, thank you. Please, yeah, the answer to this question is affirmative, and the public hearing is no longer in recess. I think I already did take it out of recess. Okay. As a reminder, all public comments are limited to 3 minutes, and the subject matter of this public hearing in regards to the proposed new Route 48 for July 1, 2018, and you may only speak once. If you wish to provide your comments in a written format, comment cards are available at the sign-in table. After 3 minutes, if you have additional questions, HART staff will be available for you.
Larry Thurman. Correct.
Okay.
And I am a transit advocate.
Okay.
I want to make that very clear from the get-go. Okay, I'll state my name and everything. Awesome. Hi, my name is Larry Thurmond, and I'm a resident of Temple Terrace, and I am a regular bus rider, and I'm definitely a transit advocate. Yes, and regarding to the Route 48, I think it's a great idea that they're going to implement that route to take over that Route 57 that was discontinued with the last markup. And I'm hoping that they're able to keep that route as long as they can get the funding. Yes, because I know that's important for sure. And kind of sorry they're having to cut out the downtowner, but I'm glad they're going to try to use some of that money for to improve the streetcar. So I'm definitely for improving the streetcar service, try to run it more frequently if at all possible. So yes, I'm for the changes and I'm for improving the service as much as possible. Thank you very much. That's it.
Okay. Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Seeing no speakers, this hearing is recessed and will commence again when speakers present themselves. The time is 6:36. Oh, no, I have to, well, see, it's on the clock in Boulder. It'll tell you here, actually, when you go, you can make it do it independently of the 2 a.m. It'll actually show you here which time the clock it's on. And then the hand goes back, and then it goes back to where it's supposed to be.
So is there some sort of signal coming out of Boulder?
Yeah, it's a short, it's been out there for years.
I didn't know
If
that.
you've got a shortwave radio, you can tune, and on it, the whole station, all it is tick, 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 tick,
Interesting.
tick. And then when the minute changes, at the tone, some of the thing will come on, at the tone, it will be 59 past the hour, or whatever it is. Now, I don't think they give you the actual time, because it's, what they want is just so you can set it to the minute seconds. Okay, we are ready to go. Okay. We are back from recess. The time is 7 p.m. Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Are there any other persons wishing to comment on the proposed new Route 48? Seeing no speakers, this hearing is adjourned. The time is 7:01 p.m.